Hi everyone, this is Anka of AGblend13 with another painting video. Here I'm working on a cat face. This is aluminum that has been hand cut and shaped by my design partner Japri, who's a metal artist. And then the piece is cleaned and primed, and now I'm working on it with acrylic paints. It was fun when we designed the cat faces. I have a hard time visualizing the metal shaping process. It's not something that I do. I don't do any of the metal shaping. Partly physically, it would kill my wrists to have to hammer metal, but also just like the idea, he would describe things and I couldn't picture it. I was like, I need a drawing, and he can't draw, so he just would have to make it and I would look at it. And a big innovation for me that like made the cat faces amazing was curving the ears forward. And so he does that every time now. And here you can see the ears are a little asymmetrical. Like the one on the left is curved forward toward us more than the one on the right. So cute. I love it. So anyway, this is Kitty in a bathing cap, basically. I started out, some of my pieces I've got a big plan when I start with, and maybe I'm working out in the sketchbook first or do a little color study. This one, no plan other than flowers, really. Just cute kitty covered in flowers. And initially I even thought I would do the flowers over the entire face, as if we're just looking at some living plant with kind of a cat shape. And then I went with more of a bathing cap style, like this painting of mine, Me When the Wonders Never Cease, where I just created this sort of floral vintage style bathing cap, and I loved it, and so put it on the kitty face and went with these really reflected watery eyes that I think are super pretty. And yeah, just building colors and shapes and going with the flow. I really enjoy painting these types of flowers. I mean, if you've been looking at any of my work, you see that I come back to flowers over and over and over again. I love flowers in real life and in paintings. And something about these shapes, they're clearly artificial, and yet kind of picturing it as maybe it is sort of organic. That they, these things that they look kind of like plastic. Like I can kind of like visualize this kind of sort of the feeling of them, maybe like kind of rubbery or soft and moldable, and yet I don't know. So just trying to capture that through the two-dimensional medium of painting. Now, for a long time, I thought I would just leave the cat face purple. Actually, like put it aside for a couple weeks, as I recall, and then I said, this needs a little bit more oomph. I'm gonna lean in fully to this like underwater watery theme, and just let's try out some fish scales. And so that's what I did, and then took it a step further with making the whiskers look like sea anemones. And that's what brought me to naming this piece Amewmene, because it's a kitty. So pretty. Oh my goodness. And so yeah, the silver paint, even with a matte top coat, those silver scales are still very reflective. So when you turn the piece side to side, it has this beautiful flash of silver. Such a strange piece at the end. It really just like built up randomly, piece by piece. That's something that I do on Patreon as well. It's kind of, people will make suggestions and I'll take them into account sometimes. It'll spur new avenues of exploration. So that was a bit with this piece. And that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.